All right, welcome back, everyone. We're here now at session 10. Wow, can't believe it's been that many. We are session 10 here into our Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, man, the name always gets me every time.
Waterdeep Dragon
There we
Heist.
go. I always want to reverse it for some reason. Anyway, so we're back here with everyone, and Charles here is gonna lead us up on probably the quick recap what happened last week, and then I think we're ready to go.
Does anyone else have a quick recap for us? The
Don't know.
silence is
Yeah,
golden. All
golden.
right. So last week there was a shopping trip. We managed to rent a few formal outfits so that the group could go to the opera, see the Fall of Tiamat, a wonderful opera in
Mm.
Giant, and got to meet with a local noble named Mert, who had who had a job offer available. Apparently, he has a collection of unicorn items, and his prized unicorn statue, a small, yay big, of a jeweled unicorn, had been stolen from his collection a couple months ago. And he heard rumors that it has taken place in Blue Alley. Something that has been fairly notorious, although almost mythical in stature as far as how rumors been spreading around. But in addition to going to get this job, you did find out that there was a local faction, the Force Grey, kind of a faction of people looking out for Waterdeep and its best interests, taking on some law enforcement duties when the city guard and the city watch are insufficient. And they have reached out to Xander, who used to be on the city watch, and his compatriots to see if they are up to the task to join the Force Grey. But Force Grey is also a pretty top tier group, so they're being invited in to become a Grey Hand. It's kind of the difference between joining the Marines and becoming a Ranger. Those two types of levels. And they gave you a task to go visit a Helm, who is a monk that lives at the top of a nearby mountain. Word has that he has some news about dangers coming to Waterdeep, and they want to find out what that is. After these two exciting things happen, check out last episode for more details. The group has gone back to their house to rest up for an exciting day of bum ba da dum. What are you going to go do?
Wasn't that the
Oh,
next thing we did?
actually, and also, in all fairness, you had other invites. You did have one other invite from
It was the Griffin
Order of the
thing, right?
Gauntlet. Order of the Gauntlet, which you have not chosen to pursue the invite yet. All right. So, what is your group's priorities?
Well, what time
Well,
is it right now?
I'm assuming you went home for a long rest, so you're busy, so you're ready to go on a day's worth of adventuring. So it is morning.
Xander and I have to make a trek
Yeah,
out to the store to get our armor back.
yeah. I was gonna say, nothing starts off an adventure like running errands, which is exactly what me and Adrian need to do, or Moki. Sorry.
To be honest, where the shop was is something that you would. I'm assuming you would do on your way to your destination. It's not like you're going to go to the shop, trade in the outfits, pick up your armor, and then come back to Troll Skull Manor just to put it on and then leave. Although you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, I'm fine with hitting it on the way out to wherever we're going.
Yeah.
So no one asked Mert why he couldn't go to Blue Alley and get his thing back himself. I was watching that. I was wondering why, if he knows where Blue Alley is, like how to get there, and he knows his thing there is there, why couldn't he go and get it himself? What is the catch?
I assume you watched the stream from last time, right? To catch up.
Yeah, I watched just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
That little section of it. Yeah. And yeah, nobody asked why.
And we were all too distracted by the amount of money.
Yeah, that's true. That's a lot of money.
Well, did
is
the
Blue
stream...
Alley like somewhere where like stolen goods are fenced, or?
No. Blue Alley is this mythical place where It's mythical on the edge that it seems to be something everyone talks about, but no one's actually seen or experienced. And I am slowly stalling for my flavor text. Hey, I had to prep two different things. So Blue Alley is been rumored to be this place hidden somewhere in Waterdeep where there are many treasures to be gathered. They are kind of in protection by a mage who has set up the alley with a series of traps, almost taunting people to try and break in and take his stuff.
Dang.
Okay, so it's a space that's owned or run by one person?
Well, that's one of those details no one really knows. I mean, they can barely find the place, much less know who owns that particular property.
Okay, so we don't know if it's like an alley with a bunch of shops, or if it's just like a museum type thing where one person's got a bunch of stuff on display, or if it's something else altogether.
There are rumors and stories, but no one you have talked to has actually ever experienced it. They always know someone who knows someone who's actually seen it.
Okay.
So it's very much myth and legend, and some people blow it off as just, oh no, that doesn't really exist.
It's some big inside
joke. It would have been
somewhere.
cleared out by now if it actually existed. Can you imagine that lasting this long in Waterdeep? No.
Okay.
So it's just it's somewhat dangerous, and so that's why he's hiring armed adventurers instead of doing it himself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, I think we were like talking about like we want to do the Blue Alley thing first because it had more immediate returns, so we could like pay for things like joining that guild and whatnot, and getting the tavern going, so we had a steady income afterwards.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because then getting passive income would be good, and getting the guild involved for the tavern would get us passive income.
Yeah, I think as long as it not taking too long.
Right.
Was the idea.
Yeah, I mean, if it's within Waterdeep, hopefully it won't be more than a day. Hopefully, but we all know things can go very wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's going to be 5.
All right. Sounds like everyone's interested in going to Blue Alley?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Didn't we ask about how to find it?
You have directions. It is in the C Ward. The rental place to return the outfits and pick up your armor is not too far off from heading towards the C Ward. So you stop by, you exchange, you return the outfits. You get your collateral back. The outfits are in good shape, so someone had left some armor behind. You get that back,
Cool.
and
we put it on.
And you put it on. Dressed
And
up.
then there's a surprise dragon attack.
Okay. So you head towards the start of the directions, which is in Seaward, right next to the Temple of Gond. There is the Temple of Gond. It is a fairly tall church-looking type of thing, but it does have a lot of well, they're known for building objects and automatons and constructs. And so there's definitely a workshopy feel to the place. It's very, what's the term for efficient over, it's very much form over function as far as an aesthetic goes. So, but you see it there. And there are your directions for a series of left, right, left on these street corners that takes you into the small alleys of Waterdeep. And eventually you come up to, where did that go? You come up to Ivory Street. And you're walking it down. Ivory Street's a pretty, for being named after a very elegant and ritzy material, it's actually a pretty slummy, dirty area. Fairly vacant. There doesn't seem to be nobody. It seems to be fairly empty. There are houses. They definitely seem to be lived in, but no one's hanging out on the street. The street is dirty, spare pieces of trash, but it's more a feeling of abandonment than it is really abuse or just people dumping stuff there. And as you're heading down this street, you come up to an area which has a blue road to it, and a turnoff, which is subtly blue, except you notice the stones are blue. Hang on a second. Mom, that's a little loud. At least it's loud for me. I don't know if you can hear it.
A little bit, tiny bit. Could hear like little snippets.
Yep.
Yeah. Adelard has secured his coin purse on his person, moved it a little. As much as having 20 gold pieces doesn't really bother him, he would rather not get stolen from again. So,
buy a money belt that goes underneath your clothes.
Let's
eventually,
go ahead.
probably. I might have to.
That was supposed to be... Nope, this is. All right. So let's go ahead and expose some alley here. The exposed bit, I'm about to drop your characters down so you can see it. Adelard is here. Turn off fog. Select. Adelard is here.
Every time that happens, it's always a game of try to find where it is.
Moki is here. Well, here. That should help. Tavish.
Who's not here?
Tavish, he had a headache. He said he would catch up if he started feeling better. There's Vash, and there is Xander. So you can go ahead and place yourselves in what other order you like to be in. Reveal. This
Is this the
Ivory
blue alley?
Street that you're walking down. This is Ivory Street you're walking down, and this here is Blue Alley. And
I don't see
the
anything.
I see black screen.
I just see black.
Zoom, scroll down a bunch, or
Oh.
zoom out a whole
Yeah,
bunch.
it's way down.
it's
usually
way
just-
in the
Oh, okay.
left-hand
Yeah.
corner.
I usually just zoom out a whole bunch until I find it.
Yeah, I was zooming out, and I was like, oh my god, it's still not here.
So while the stones on the main street are definitely a dirty, like aged mud and some oils and blood have kind of just darkened and grimied up the main street. On the edge of this alley, the same texture of stone goes in, but it turns into a tranquil blue. An almost unnatural shade of blue. As you look in there, you can see down the road. Yay, no specific flavor text, but we can deal with that. You can see down a ways. No, don't make that go away. You can see down a ways the alley. While the buildings on Ivory Street are definitely dinged up and broken and patched and repaired and re-repaired, the sides of the alley here seem to be in good condition. I wouldn't say new, I wouldn't say fancy, but definitely way unnaturally better condition than the rest of the alley.
Okay.
As
Can
you are
I,
looking at, what do you do?
Adelard's gonna hold up his shield just to be careful and peek around into the alley. What is this?
As you look down the alley, it goes a number of feet, as you can see. Here, near the entrance of the alley, there is a podium with a book on it. At the far end, you can see the alley turns left and right, and there is something resembling a mural on the far wall. Since you moved over to look down it, I'm gonna go ahead and put you here. Does anyone else want to look at what he's looking at?
Yeah,
I want to see what's down there.
I'm gonna go right here.
Yeah, I'll tell them what I see as well as they're
Right,
coming
I
over.
wanna go towards the book.
So right now you're kind of standing still on Ivory Street with the well-worn stones, the street stones that you're familiar with all of Waterdeep. And in front of your toes, there is a shift as the stones move from that gritty, grimy color to a nice tranquil blue.
I'll try stepping in.
I'll lead the charge and start moving towards the book, or just down the alley in general.
All right. So you step in. Everything feels normal. You got the nice blue stones. You have the sandstone walls on the sides. They rise up about 20 feet. On the western wall, the wall that you are walking around over here, there's a sign, I guess right next to Eddie. There's a tin sign posted that says Blue Alley. Some people walk up to the book. What you see with the book is a closed book. It's on a podium, very similar to what you would see if you were to go to a wedding reception, and they might have a big book near the door. There's a big feather quill kind of sticking out of the podium next to the book. The book is closed.
The book say anything on it?
The outside of the book is a nice leather-bound book. It doesn't necessarily look brand new, but it definitely looks in good condition. The leather looks soft without much wear or tear, dings or dents or scratches.
What color is it?
It is blue,
Oh.
a blue leather.
It's almost
Can I
like there's a
open
theme to this.
It's a blue man group.
I guess I'll try opening it.
Okay, he's gonna try to open it.
Okay, the book opens up easily. Where to the book and do you open?
I guess just carefully page by page to see if it says
So
anything.
you open up to the very front?
Yeah.
Okay, so you flip the front cover, and along with the front cover, there's that one blank page that always seems to want to stick to the cover, then be with the rest of the pages. That kind of flips over, and it looks blank. But on the first page that lays open, you see lines of names. It looks like the book was printed with just lines on it, almost like binder paper. And then on each of the lines, there are names that have been scrawled in. All the names are written in different handwritings. They all seem to be unique.
Hey, Adler, put your name in it.
That doesn't sound safe.
Can I write my name in it?
Well, on the page that's
Yeah.
on, it is definitely full. If you start flipping through, you get about a third the way through the book, about 60 pages. For those people good with math, there's yay amount of names on there, but it definitely looks like a couple hundred names have been written in there. You finally come up to a page. At the top of the page, it goes Anders Stormwind, Kara Mask, Shivera Fizim, Tordek Frostbeard,
Wait a second.
and then has about 20-ish blank lines below them.
Shafera Vizim. Isn't that the lady that we met in the last session?
No.
The wizard lady?
No, the wizard lady wasn't a wizard lady because the wizard school's different than the headquarters to the.
It was like the CIA.
Yeah. Her name was Fahada Safir.
Very
So
close.
Yeah, sounds the same.
Can I use? I have a class, or well, I think it's a feature, magical detection.
Okay, but we have someone who's decided to write his name underneath Tordek Frostbeard, correct?
I'm gonna sign Xander's name under it.
Classic.
Okay. You pick up the feather pen next to the book, and you reach over and you start to sign Xander's name. And the ink falls on in your type of handwriting and then fades.
Oh boy.
I don't think it worked.
Between
Well,
player
not
knowledge
dead, so
and
we're
character knowledge, and that.
All right.
I know that you shouldn't give a wizard your true name if you don't want them to be able to mess you over. But would Adelard know that you shouldn't give a wizard your true name? Is the question.
I mean, I didn't give him my name. I gave him Xander's name.
But then it faded and disappeared.
Did it fade or did it disappeared as well?
It faded. It went down, and you saw it going down with the pen. And then the pen strokes seemed to follow 4 seconds later. And it was like a pen was going right over it, erasing the ink, following the exact same strokes.
Okay, so while he's confounded by the ink disappearing, can I actually use see invisibility instead?
See invisibility.
Yeah.
Can you load that up in the...
Yeah. Send it to the game log.
See invisibility. For the duration, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible. You can see into the ethereal plane, ethereal creature objects, and other ghastly and translucent. Okay, so you cast see invisibility. Here's what you seem to notice is about 10 yards past the book. There seems around here. There seems to be a shimmering wall, a shimmering wall, an invisible wall. If you as you follow the wall up, it goes as high as the sides of the building, the 20-foot sandstone walls on either side of the alley, while the same shimmery effect goes over the alley across the top like a ceiling, bridging from both sides of the building.
See if I can find Mert's name in the book.
So Adelard writes down Mert's name in the book.
I think he said he was looking for
Seeing
it.
if I...
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see if he also wrote his name in it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming it was recent enough that I only have to flip back maybe a handful of pages. But I want to see if I can like flip back a little bit and see if I can find Mert's, if Mert wrote his name down.
While he's looking at that, I described to everyone what I saw about the invisible wall.
Okay. You go back about 10 pages, scanning all the names. You do not see Mert's name.
What happens if we take the book?
Huh?
Can we take the book with us?
I don't know if we want to be stealing from a wizard dude. But
I see.
And I'm
Can I like carefully like poke and see if the wall will actually stop me from
Why don't
moving
you
forward?
write your name in there, Vash?
Oh. How about I write all our names in there?
How about you just write your name to start with?
No, I don't think
it
so.
doesn't seem to be letting you write someone else's name.
Yeah, exactly.
So let me try that actually. Let me go back to the page that was free and write my name. See what happens.
Okay. You write your name. And, it goes on in the nice smooth same black ink. And then once the name's done, there is a golden burst of light that follows the cursive writing. But instead of it disappearing, it kind of it almost like seals itself in. And it's definitely a magic effect that makes the ink, right? The ink's still kind of a little bit on the wet side, and you can smear it. This looks like it's been dried down and has been there as long as all the other ones.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Hey, Vash, why don't you try walking about 15 yards up?
15 yards.
Or 15 feet, sorry. I get my unit system here confused.
Should I? You want me to walk over to that wall?
Mm-hmm. Walk
right,
through the wall.
I wanted to see if the wall would stop me from going forward.
Well,
walk forward together.
Vash walks forward and seems to have no issue. Your ability to see invisible is still going. Yeah. You see him walk through this shimmery wall effect that is in place.
Hey, Adelard, why don't you try walking 10 feet up and reaching out.
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to do.
Okay, well, I've been waiting for you to move your
Oh, okay.
Okay, you come up here and you are, as much as you're expecting it, it still kind of surprises you when you all of a sudden hit this wall. It's weird. Um, it doesn't feel solid. It's almost like when you're trying to push a magnet against another magnet with the same polarity. You know, your hand goes in, moves around, and eventually gets pushed back.
All right, I think we've figured
Oh,
out what's
so
going on here.
We need to sign ourselves in, it looks like.
Vash is magic. Yes, we have to sign ourselves in because I can see Vash through the wall.
Well, if the wall's invisible, we can all still see Vash too, right?
Correct.
He just happens to be on the other side of it. Okay.
Yes.
I will go up and write my name down.
Okay, your name goes in, and just like with Vash, the second the last pen stroke goes and the pen pulls away, there's this gold shimmer tracing through your handwriting, and with a kind of a searing seal, the ink is dried and firmly affixed.
And then I'll go forward.
All right, you walk on through.
Actually, I'm gonna go up and take a look at that mural at the end. While waiting for while everyone else is signing their name or deciding, I'm gonna take a look at the picture.
All right. Just so that I have some track of this, please type your name in chat to show that you signed your name in the book. So if Vash and Moki go ahead and type their names in chat to represent they've signed their name in the book, this is going to help me kind of keep track on who's signed and who's not signed. Okay. So as you approach the mural, it is a very colorful mural. The colors are very bright and vibrant. You've seen murals that have aged over the years. And while this one is definitely not new, the color has not faded in the slightest. You see on that northern wall a mural depicting numerous adventures over a landscape, all traveling. And they seem to be falling victim to every conceivable possible trap you can think of. As you look deeper, it almost becomes like a Where's Waldo, where you see, elven rangers falling into pit traps and dwarven monks that are getting cleaved off with a spinning side blade. You see halflings that are sporting chainmail and huge bastard swords. Well, huge to them, and they're bursting into flame, and it's just carnage after carnage. Scything blades, spike traps, collapsing roofs, jets of fire, poison gas. All of them are doing it. Seem to be dying, falling victims to all these traps. The weird thing is they all seem to have this pleasant smile on their face while they're being killed off by these traps. You do at the top of the mural. There are two very obvious words, kind of spelled out in the skies, next to a half orc that has been strung up by a noose and is dangling there, being strangled while apparently laughing as much as you can laugh without having any airflow. But on either corner, there are the words silver and gold painted in the respective colors on the east and west sides of the mural. There are also arrows pointing in those appropriate directions. What's everyone else doing while she's looking?
Marveling at the wall.
Just going. Oh, it's that type of place.
If you haven't signed your name, you have not gone through the wall, and it's really hard to make out these details. Okay. Oh, there's everyone else's name.
I have suspicion.
You what?
He's got a question.
What's your question?
I have suspicions. No, I don't have questions. I just have a suspicion.
Okay.
Maybe I didn't look. Maybe it's because I didn't look far back enough. But Mert's name not being in the book implies he was either never here or he has another way to get in here.
We don't know if he's ever been here. He
I don't-
heard.
Which
Yeah, he didn't ever say he went here though.
Yeah, he said he heard that his thing.
he
had
said
been
he lost
seen
the unicorn here.
No,
Oh.
Said
no.
it was stolen from him, and then he heard rumors from other people that it was seen here.
Yeah. Yeah, he never said he's been here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I misheard then.
That's a pretty brutal mural there.
It's a bit grim.
Are you taking a closer look at it?
I don't know.
Let's hope-
Should I?
I hope it isn't an omen of things to come, Adelard says jokingly.
Yeah, I'll look closer.
Let's do this. Yeah, let's go.
All right. Make anyone looking closer, please make a perception check.
Is it perception or investigation?
Wisdom perception.
Okay.
Okay.
And I get an additional D4 on this.
Yeah, I think I get
Thanks
something
to racial
too.
trait. I got a 24.
Oh wait, no, it's not for perception. It's investigation or insight is mine.
Yeah. Nope. Examining the mural needs to be a perception check. Okay. So, Vash, Moki, and Xander. As you're peering through this just ghastly mural, which is painted in bright, cheerful colors, and shows some fairly horrific deaths, each of you all of a sudden notice one of the adventurers scattered amongst this mural that makes you do a double take and look a little closer, then look to your neighbor, and then look back, and then look back to your neighbor, and then go, I think this is you.
What?
And after pointing it out to each other, you actually see that your images are somehow in this mural. Once again, with that just super happy smile. So glad to be here. It's Christmas and my birthday on the same day, and I'm getting my driver's license. Yeah!
Well, I'm being murdered.
You're being impaled by spears, or you're being blown up by a chest, or there's a roof caving on top of you, and you're just so happy it's happening. Okay. Adelard, while you do notice the same grisly deaths of the comrades, you also notice a small sentence kind of written in on the grass in between these other adventures that seem to be getting crushed by falling statues. The words hidden in the mural are 50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door.
Feet south of the barge window is a secret door. All right.
50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door.
What does Eddie see?
What does Eddie see? Eddie, you are just so amazed with how they managed to get so many people crammed in such a small window. Oh, it's so amazing. Your eye is just darting left and right with all these details. You seem to be glancing off of each one. You can't really focus on any one because as soon as you look at one thing, there's another thing also to look at.
Okay, so just to confirm one last time, 50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door?
Correct. I'm assuming you point this out
All
to
right.
everyone?
Yeah, I'm like, there's this very small print of saying that 50 feet south of the barred window is a secret door. I don't know what the barred window is, but
I'm
that's definitely
assuming
something to keep a
the
lookout
house of a
for.
bard.
Or a window with bars over it.
Wait, is it bars or bard?
It's,
Bard.
I heard barred.
But is
B-
it B-A-R-D or B-A-R-R-E-D?
There are 2 R's and an E.
Okay, so it's a window with bars.
Okay, barred, not
Yeah.
barred as in like the Music Man.
Yeah. Barred as in it has bars
All
on it.
right.
And we don't currently see any barred windows?
No. Now you've hit the T section, you can look to the left and right.
I'm-
To the left, west, where there is a the word gold written in gold with an arrow in gold pointing west. You can see a couple of barrels that are just kind of sitting there in the corner, right there. And then to the east, on the mural in the upper corner, it says silver, painted in silver with a silver arrow pointing east. There's nothing really sitting out in the alley, but it kind of goes. But but after it travels those appropriate ways, it then both turns north.
And then,
Right,
so to the
fellows.
east
Which
of
way
us
we
it's
going?
silver, and to the west it's gold. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I'm gonna go gold because that was the color that came up when I wrote my name. So okay, I'm gonna go that way because I've seen that
Okay.
color
I'm
already.
gonna go gold.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
go this way and look around the corner.
Look around the corner. Let me adjust my map. Let me get defogging to.
Ooh, the defogger.
The Defoginator 5000.
Fogger.
Sorry, that was that was a human error. That was my brain lagging.
Foginator for 5,000.
Did we
The
lose the
Fogger
DM? He's gray on my screen.
What?
Did we lose Charles?
Oh.
Wait.
Hello, everyone.
There he is.
My computer looks like it's gone to sleep for some reason.
Oh
It's
no.
tired.
It was tired. It needed a nap.
Which
Did
is
you beat it?
strange because it's plugged in. So I'm just doing a quick reboot. Right now, Moki is looking down this this alleyway and is, her eyes just track so much attention from the details that she sees. It's kind of interesting. What are the rest of you doing? Are you looking at the mural? Are you following her? Are you going the other way?
I'm following her.
Okay.
Yeah. What's down this hall?
I got my login
Oh, yeah.
screen. Let
What
me
about
type
you, Eddie?
in the secret
You going the
passcode.
same way?
Yeah, I'm going with you guys. I'm right behind
Don't
Milky.
want to do the split up down the
But
scary alleyway?
no.
You
Hopefully,
sure?
yeah. Too many episodes of Scooby Doo have taught me not to do that. Yeah.
I don't know. Scooby Doo always taught you just to go separate as much as possible. That's what they did every episode.
It all worked out in the end.
All right. So, camera
didn't
back
die.
on.
Hmm.
Part of the issue solved. Who's using Chrome? I am. Why do you ask? Yes, please restore those pages. That would be wonderful. While I was gone, did it let you stay inside the
Yeah, we're
the
still
VVT?
here.
Yep.
Wonderful.
I mean, I could join when you aren't there. So
Okay, and that is the correct group. And that is my notes. And this is a big stinking map.
Down on. Oh, we got reset. Moved back to where we were earlier.
yeah.
I might have just undone to where he disconnected.
Switch. Blue Alley looks like, is it loading up like it's supposed to? Yes, there it is. Okay. Let's try this again. So no one wants to split the party up.
No.
I'd rather not.
I contemplated it, but nobody's brave enough to do it with me.
You want to
I
do it?
cannot say the DM.
What'd you say, Eddie?
I said, I can't hear Charles.
You
He's
can't?
just he's swirling circle for me. I'm looking over at your live stream and I can see him on there on the screen, but on Discord for me, his screen's just circle and I can't hear him.
Oh, really? That's weird.
That is weird.
Let me try to pop out of the call and pop back in.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There.
as
That fixed it?
you look down, you can see things.
Ooh, things, you say?
Just have notes on what those things are supposed to represent. First off, at the far end, you do see a set of steps that go the width of the alley and rise up about 15 feet. They open up onto a double door at the top of the steps. Over here, the alley makes a turn left at the base of the steps and goes farther west. And then right here, there is a door. It appears to be made of ivory, a door made out of ivory. Possibly. It looks white. It looks like it could be made out of a large piece of ivory, a door-sized piece of ivory. But it's hard to tell from this distance.
I'll go take a closer look.
Okay, as you walk up to the door, you can see that it is very ivory in color and ivory in feel. It seems to have figurines, engraved in bas relief of a bunch of carnivorous animals, lions, tigers, bears, oh my, all eating their prey as just kind of like, as not a mural so much as just, artistically placed throughout the whole door to give the door texture and flavor of just these predators, carnivorous animals. not necessarily attacking things needlessly, but just eating the prey which they have acquired. The door does seem to have some like iron bands stretching from on side to side and top to bottom, like it's holding the ivory on. Otherwise, it's a door. Seems to be made out of ivory. It's got these animals crossed on it.
Do we want to try going in this door, or do we want to go look for that secret door and skip other stuff along
How
the
do
way?
we know the secret door wasn't the other way?
We don't. We need to find a barred window first.
All right. Well, let's peer down this left
Well,
alley.
whoever made this place certainly has a thing for gory imagery.
All right. Xander, you walk up to the hallway here.
Everyone's so scared. What are you guys so scared of? Was the previous portrait too ominous?
This whole like magical trapped alley thing is kind of, a little nerve-wracking.
All right. You can see the alley travels about 20 feet down and then turns north. You do see a small scattering of crates sitting in the corner.
Is this a door up here?
Yes, there is a door up there. The door is a larger door. While the door over here looks like your kind of standard door, the one at the top looks like it's a size larger, a little bit more grandiose.
Okay.
Do we want to try any doors?
So I'm kind of peeking down this alleyway.
You're peeking down this alleyway.
Peeking down the alleyway, around the corner.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna go up the stairway and check out the double doors at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Well, since you're just kind of peeking, you can tell that it travels a distance down, but you're not sure how far. You do see very close to where it runs, just 10 feet, 15 feet farther down. It does go west again. Okay, Eddie, you climb to the top of the steps, and you are now in front of this door. It is a solid wood door. It has iron bands across the top and bottom that are holding these thick wooden not logs, almost like railroad ties together, securing it up, and is a solid door.
It's a door.
It's a door.
A very solid door.
Yeah.
Could we see what's behind this first door?
To be honest, it just appears to be solid. You haven't actually touched it to confirm it.
Yeah, I'm not touching.
Okay. Vash, you're hanging in the back. What are you thinking about doing?
I'm thinking about going the other way, see what's down the other hallway, just taking a peek.
Okay. All you have to do is move over there.
You can bring one of us with you if you want to have someone down there, just in case.
If someone wants to come along, you're more than welcome.
Am I the only one with detect magic as well?
I think I have detect magic.
Probably, but I can go with Vash just to make sure he stays safe.
I feel like this whole place should be glowing if you have detect magic on to the point where you'd be blinded and unable to see
Yeah.
anything.
Oh, it burns.
We don't know that. Could just be a normal
Sure.
alleyway. What are you
If
talking
Ash
about?
wants to check out what's down here, Adelard will go with him to be safe.
Oh, you're going the other way now.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. What happened to let's all
Adelard
just
notices Vash.
check this together?
That way got
Adelard,
boring.
That took you, what, like 5 minutes?
Yeah, I got bored with it already. My ADHD kicked in.
Oh,
I'm a
God.
warlock with
Adelard
ADHD.
noticed
You know, you
Vash
can also
heading.
just push forward and
Adelard
start opening
notices.
doors.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Adelard notices Vash heading back down the other way and goes with him just to be safe.
All right. So
You know.
Adelard steps across. Vash is kind of peeking. Vash and Adelard, you both notice a door there and a door there. Okay. And Adelard, because you stepped out more in the aisle, you can kind of see there's something interesting right there.
It looks like a skeleton.
That looks
Oh,
like a
yeah.
skeleton.
From a distance, you go, yeah, that looks like a skeleton. Its arms are kind of reaching out, but from its position and angle and your distance, you can't make out any more details. Vash, you can now also see that there appears to be a skeleton against the wall.
Can you cast Detect Magic on the skeleton?
Do you have a range of 20 feet with that?
You cast it on yourself, and then you see
yeah.
in a cone.
Oh.
You just see everything around basically
I know.
whatever you're looking at, like an aura or something.
Isn't
All
it?
right. Well, the detect magic, everything
It says a
does
sphere.
have a magical glow to it, to an extent. Nothing at this moment really pops out as stronger magic than anything else.
Let's go.
You can also tell the type, if I remember.
Um.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it says,
Yeah.
and you learn at School of Magic, if any.
Okay. Well, let me do a quick search on.
Magical skeleton.
Has a magical femur.
Is from the School of Abjuration.
Cool.
Everything is just kind of glowing with the School of Abjuration. All right. Moki, you've been quiet the longest. What are you doing? You're still contemplating the ivory door?
I'm gonna touch the door and see if I can push it open or pull it open or
Okay.
cautiously.
You reach out to the door handle and you twist it, and it is locked.
Okay. I don't know if I feel like trying to pick that lock right now. I can come back to it later. Maybe there's an easier door somewhere first.
For the people that don't know, according to DnD 5e wiki.com, the School of Abjuration emphasizes magic that blocks, banishes, or protects. Detractors of the school may say that its tradition is about denial, negation, rather than positive assertion.
Object to that.
Can I look at the crates and boxes over here?
After being unable to open the door, I move around the corner.
Okay. Looking at the crates and boxes, they look like crepes and boxes. They look like they haven't been used much. They've been sitting there for a while, but for the most part, not being used.
Can I tell what was in them?
Do you open one?
Sure.
It's empty.
It doesn't have any smell, or doesn't look like there's any residue, or...
Nope. Almost like it was put there for set dressing.
Magical.
Ooh.
All right, so I guess we'll start walking down the hall here.
Okay,
Can you
hang
see
on
all
a
the way
sec.
down now?
Pause. Um. Okay, you can see that to the left, it only goes 10 feet and has access to a door on the northern wall. This other bit is a little tricky for me to show you just because of how the map is constructed. I will just say right now that it goes a lot farther than it looks like it goes.
Hmm. Okay. So looking at this door that I'm pretty close to already, what is this one made of or look like?
The door is a wooden door, nothing fancy, no iron bands. It has a doorknob on it that is brass and in decent condition.
Hmm.
If you were to look at it, you would say it was someone's exterior door to their house, just not ornate.
Wow, guys. We're just rolling in door opportunities.
All right, jumping back to Adelard and Vash. Now that you're a little closer to the skeleton, I imagine you're not ignoring it. It's weird.
Yeah.
The skeleton is not an actual skeleton. It seems to be a relief carving. Like the wall was here, and then there was a chunk of the wall that was sticking out, and they carved that chunk away to look like a skeleton. Its arms are reaching out, and its mouth is open, and it seems to be screaming.
Creepy. Right, I'm not there to see it. but it
Oh
sounds-
man.
Uh,
All right, kids, this is the
This-
PG-13 episode.
Whoever designed this place definitely has a taste for the macabre.
Macaw.
I'm not sure what to do with the skeleton.
What about the door
Well,
right
we have
next
two
to you?
doors.
Yeah, about to go. Let's go.
Well, you should be able to look at the one you're standing right next to, at least.
Let's open the door next to me.
What is
You're-
it a
you are
special
open-
kind of door? Maybe you should
You're
look at the
opening
door
this
first.
You're opening this door right next to you.
Yeah, open it. I don't care what it is.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
How many doors have you all looked at before someone just says, something's got to happen?
I'm just gonna get hit with a fireball or something.
Okay, you open up the door, and it opens up freely, and a chunk of the map is exposed.
What kind of door was it?
But you aren't there.
You were not there. You'll never know.
What kind of door was it?
It is a wooden door. Why are you? That is reveal. Hold on. That is reveal. You're supposed to reveal stuff. Now let's reveal stuff.
Well, you know, since we did home shopping before, we got to do door experts edition.
Home Depot edition.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
looks
The
dangerous.
the door is a fairly rough-hewn wooden door. It is also made of boards, but more of a 2x4 style versus the second door you came across, where they were made out of what looked like railroad tied-sized blocks of wood. Let me grab my polygon. Let me move over a little bit. Let's go from here to here to here and back to there. Okay. Now, I'm glad you didn't move because clearly something is in there. The corridor is stone. Okay, while the outside was sandstone and fairly, fairly common, mundane, comfy feeling. This is a lot more of an oppressive gray block stone. The walls are covered with thick cobwebs, like it has not been used in ages. About 10 feet in, you see a lip as the floor drops down. You can tell from the far side of this pit where the floor comes back up. You can see some spikes, just little points of spikes sticking up past the edge on the far side of the pits.
Well, that looks
Yes.
welcoming.
That's there's some spikes in there. And don't think we should
Lovely.
go that way.
Probably don't want to fall in there. If it's supposed to be a trap, I'm wondering why it's so obvious.
It's an illusion.
Is it? Is it though?
May have already been sprung by someone else and not reset. I don't know. But I'm not there, so I don't see it.
Maybe that's what it wants you to think.
I'm gonna go to the other door and try opening that one. Maybe.
All right. Well, before that door opens up, Eddie, you've been walking around following Xander, but haven't done anything specifically. What are you interested in doing right now?
I've been specifically following Xander.
And doing nothing other than watching Xander.
I'm watching. I checked out that door at the top of the stairs.
You did check out the door at the top of the stairs. That is true.
I saved your door here, Eddie. It's all yours, baby.
Yeah, did you try opening that door, or did you just look
No.
at it?
We just looked
Yeah,
at
he
it.
did. I'll go ahead and be like, oh, look, another door. Let's try this. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
All right. So, Eddie, you try this door here, and the doorknob twists and opens. And what is inside
Another
involved?
pit full of pencils.
Pencils, huh?
Yeah, that pit over there looks like it's just got a bunch of pencils laying around in
Yeah,
it. That
pencils
doesn't look
turned
that
up.
menacing. Yeah,
Just all
yeah.
of them.
Why not?
The erasers have been completely obliterated.
Someone chewed off the metal band and erasers like they were in like third grade. Yeah. Toss the rest of the pencil in the pit. Whatever. We don't need that. Oh, I think I found the pre-pencil pit.
Is that a pre-pencil, huh?
Pre-pencil pit. Yeah. See.
No, that is almost the opposite of a pit. What you see here is actually a blanketed staircase. It is a nice red calcite rug covered with geometric patterns, traveling up this very long staircase to the top, where you can kind of see where it flattens out and goes a little bit farther. It is a really nice looking staircase, surprisingly luxurious compared to the door that it opened up from or anything else you've seen in the alley so far. The stair rise 10 feet from bottom level to top. The hallway is 5 feet. No, it's not. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna ignore the 5 feet wide. It's more of an 8 foot wide staircase. You've entered into a building. There's a ceiling that's about 8 feet above you that angles up and travels with the staircase, and it is red with these black and white geometric patterns throughout the center of the red carpet going up the steps.
My God, we've entered some kind of mind maze.
All right. Moki.
I guess I'm gonna catch up with these guys a bit. So this alley here continues down further than what we see. Like it goes beyond there.
Yeah. Well, now you can see that from the inside, the stairs go up. And at the top, it kind of turns right. What's happening is on the outside, you can see there is a wall in the upper 10 feet of the alley. Normally, it goes up the sky. Here, at the upper 10 feet, there is something bridging the two sides, and the passage goes underneath it and goes further. So let me go ahead and reveal that bit too.
Ooh. It's a long hallway.
Are there any
I
sort of?
described it as a long hallway.
He did. I'm gonna take a look. Are there any windows along this hallway, along this alleyway?
Nope, the walls look strangely bare for such a long hallway.
Okay.
Okay, now let's return. Hang on. Make you as small as possible. There we go.
You guys didn't want a Scooby-Doo. We got Scooby and Shaggy down here.
Who of you two is opening this door?
Open it. Unless you want to, Ash.
Adelard is opening it. All right, Adelard, nothing happens. The door twists. It's a little hard to twist, like the knob hasn't been used much. And when you open it up, you see a hallway that looks a lot like that.
Oh, God.
What is that?
Oh, geez.
Funny,
it looks like an electrocution chamber.
Funny you should ask about that. It looks very interesting. Matter of fact, you're over on the other side of the alley, and you're going, dude, I sense something really interesting on the other side of the alley. Must be my imagination. All right. What you see here is another stone wall, the same dark, oppressive gray stones as the lower hallway. But these stone walls seem to have been decorated with colorful frescoes of a skyscape. You can see that it's kind of from about 4 feet up. It's been painted to look like a blue sky with clouds. And there seems to be all sorts of flying creatures, colorful birds. You see butterflies. You see bumblebees. You see just all these animals kind of floating around in this upper portion. The ceiling here is about 20 feet high, and about 15 feet above the floor, 5 feet from the ceiling, there is a row of short copper rods that are sticking out from the wall on each side. And lightning arcs between these rods the entire length of the corridors.
Design this place.
So we can see the lightning.
This is shocking.
Electrifying even.
What did we get ourselves into this time?
Well, it looks like we can't go this way.
Only the top 5 feet of 20 that's electrified. You can duck under.
Yeah.
How much voltage?
Not that I'm there.
We'll send Moki in first.
No, I'm tall.
I'm wearing metal. What makes you think I'm gonna want to go anywhere near this kind of thing?
I told you to bring the rubber one.
Vash is... What?
Being electrified would be hella metal, so do it.
Well, I guess we can't go this way.
Vash, you're not wearing metal.
Sorry, voice in my head, but I don't want to do that.
Hmm.
Voice in my head, that sounds ominously like Eddie.
Crawl underneath it.
That's not how electricity works.
The electricity
How
is
about we
shooting
just go back
between
to
the
the
copper
others?
rods, and the copper rods are 15 feet off the ground.
Oh, they are?
Yep.
Right. It's a 20-foot tall hallway.
Okay.
15 feet from the ground, there are copper rods that are sticking out a good 4 feet. They're kind of alternating side to side, and these bright blue cracks of electricity are just rocketing from one to another in a series of bursts. Very random, very raw as far as electricity goes. But it is all rocketing above overhead. And the hallway in front of you is barren as far as the floor goes.
Screw it, let's go.
Can I take?
I
I want. Before then, I want to take a single silver piece and try to throw it in, see if metal attracts it.
Okay. You pull out a silver piece. Can you click where you're throwing it? Are you lobbing
How
it
far
in?
can I
Are you
throw?
tossing it on the floor? Are you trying to throw as far as you can? Are you trying to throw it up into the electricity?
Roll it.
I'm just throwing it down tossing it down the hallway, not far enough that it's actually going into the electricity, just so that it lands in the middle of the hallway.
Well, if you can see the electricity is sparking as close to here. So unless you want to throw it 2 feet into the door, you're throwing it under the electricity.
Yeah, I
So-
want to throw it under
Yeah, I
the
think he's saying
electricity.
he's doing it below. Yeah.
Okay. So you try to throw it very horizontally, almost like a mini frisbee. You're trying to get some distance down the hallway without it having to go up near the electrodes. It flies. It flies about 20 feet. Lands there. It never got any higher than 4 feet. And land safely. The electricity did not seem to react to it. All right, Xander.
All right, Eddie, are we doing the royal hallway here, or the royal staircase?
See if you can identify those symbols on the rug before we do anything with it.
Sounds like a good plan. Looking at the, can I investigate the rug there?
Certainly.
All right. I believe you can, when doing an investigation or insight, you can roll d4 and add that number to the ability check. All right. 16. And then d4. 4 is 20.
Oh, wow. Nice investigation.
Nice.
It was my profession.
As he flexes there.
I love this kind of stuff because it's really like the DM who gets really excited about, you know, this hallway of horrors type scenario.
All right. So you notice the geometric pattern is going down the center of the steps up. It's occupying about the center 6 feet of this 8-foot hallway. There's no real, anything to symbols to read from it. It is literally just a geometric pattern, almost like like a harlequin type pattern that's been sewn in, that's been woven into the rug as it goes up. But you do notice that the center strip of the steps seems slightly different than the outer sections of the carpet.
Hmm.
With your investigation, you sense that you figure out, because it's such a good investigation, you clever person. You sense that the center of the steps is sticky, almost like a fly paper type of thing. But the substance that is causing the stickiness is blending so well into the carpet that it's actually kind of hard to notice. Eddie, can you go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check, your choice?
Sure. Let's do this. Yeah, perception.
So I'm kind of crouching down, looking at the stairways, as what you were describing there.
Yeah, Eddie. Really cool pattern there. Really nice,
Yeah.
nice carpet. Looks like it'd be fun to run up.
Yeah.
And so before Eddie is about to charge up the stairs, I grab his shoulder and say, "Wait a second. You might want to try to stick to the outside of this stairway here as we're going up."
Or just not even deal with it at all, right? Yeah.
I don't know if he wants the outside or the inside. It depends what happens on the stairs.
Oh, man.
True.
How much do you weigh, Xander?
Let me check. If I even have that. I don't know if I wrote that in. Oh wait, yeah, I did. 180 pounds.
And if I remember correctly, lifting is 10 times your strength. Not exactly sure.
Sure. Sounds like a good number.
He is
Yeah.
wearing armor, isn't he?
Yeah, armor and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And my strength is only 17, so that'd only be 170. I was gonna say grab him and just walk up the side of the wall to the other side of it with my slippers of spider climb until he bypasses.
I think carrying weight is something like is something ridiculous, like your strength times 5 or something like that.
Are you wanting to see if you can give him a piggyback ride while going sideways up the wall?
Oh, carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 15. Ooh, I thought it used to be 10, like in 5th edition
15.
or 3rd edition. Ooh, so multiplied by 15. I can just grab you and walk up. Yeah, let's do
If
that.
you're large, that gets doubled again.
Okay.
Piggyback it with Xander, and then I'll just walk on the wall to the other side.
Sheet. Let me take a
Wait.
look at something.
How are you walking on the wall?
My slippers of spider climb.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. I like the
gave
sound of
you
this.
all interesting character flavored magic weapons, and you've all barely used them.
Hey, I ran inside of that building the other episode.
Yeah.
And then jumped down off the building. Yeah.
Mine's a ring of truth telling. Pretty situational, unfortunately, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah.
All
Well, mine actually basically is a little bit redundant because I already have the bonus to the investigation. And that just gives me advantage.
No, advantage is useful.
Sure, advantage is useful, but it's not like it's too far off either, right? It's not like it gives me something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I can pick up Xander and then just walk along the wall to the top of the stairs.
So here's the problem. I don't know what your number is. Xander's carrying 131 pounds of stuff. If he's 180, that means he is a total weight of 310.
Okay.
311. You then have to include your own encumbered weight.
Yeah, I can only carry 255.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
my 17 times 15.
How much do you weigh, Moki?
Oh, 230 before armor.
Oh God.
I don't even think I filled in all that kind of stuff for my
Helps
description.
for a half orc.
Oh, I did. I'm 220. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm 6'1", 230.
Wait a second. Question. Can
Answer.
well, I guess it's maybe for Edward as well. Can you like, is there a time limit for the walking on the wall thing, or is it just infinite?
I could just walk.
Well, I could strip down, and then you carry me up, and then you go back and get my stuff.
And get your items.
Yes.
I mean,
It's gonna take a lot of time if you're carrying heavy armor.
Yeah, that will take a long time.
Like 5 minutes.
It's medium.
Like 10 minutes each.
Well, while you contemplate maybe carrying everyone naked to the top of the step,
Naked, they can keep.
let's go back over to Adelard and Vash. You are looking at the Electric Avenue.
Can I take? I want to take a 7 silver and try to throw it up to see how high it can go before it potentially being attacked by electricity.
Okay, so you kind of an underhand toss, so it gets a nice lob, starting low and lobbing up, and around, I'd say around 12 feet. The arc, the lightning rockets down and arcs off of it, and before bouncing to the next rod across the way, about 12 feet off the ground.
All right, so, okay. In that case, Adelard's gonna try to get low to the ground and try to.
Why doesn't Vash do
crawl
it?
through.
You're the one wearing like full metal armor.
I'm gonna step back and dash across.
Okay, I'll let Vash do that.
Look at him, you see his face.
Wait a minute. Vash wants to dash?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I died.
Man. This one's the best one yet.
You take a second silver piece. The first one's laying out in the middle of the aisle there. You take a second piece and you go, and it floats up and gets rocketed in. You're going, okay, that looks kind of, and then all of a sudden Bash just runs past you.
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh my God.
Okay. And then something happens.
So Vash is dead. Moving on.
Been obliterated.
Around there,
Oh no.
sorry, around there, as you're running across, you feel a click. And before you get any farther than here, you feel yourself not touching the ground.
Oh no.
Adelard, you see him run down. You see him kind of almost stumble forward as he's stepping, and he starts falling forward as if he stepped on a step. You know, when you're heading when you're trying to walk down floor and then you come across a step and it surprises you, that kind of step forward and miss, and he is total surprise as he's looking down and he's slowly rising up into the sky. I need initiatives for those two gentlemen. I don't think the rest of you can get over here fast enough.
Wonka told you not to drink the fizzy lifting drinks.
But I can't help myself.
Okay. Um,
I love how we spent all this time being super careful, but Vash is like, nah,
Yeah, whatever.
whatever.
I am a warlock.
What's
Just
that
imagine.
supposed to mean?
You have an awful lot of trust in your patron coming to save you.
I do.
You
All
have
right.
Is
you
that what
have
that
rope
means?
bash.
Where is the details about this trigger? Okay. What's happening is every second you're raising up a foot. Since a round is 6 seconds, correct?
Yep.
So so by the end of your turn, you're going to be 6 feet high in the air. Adelard, what do you do?
Okay, so since I was seeing this from behind, when did he start lifting off the ground? Like, how far did he get in before he actually started
Halfway.
lifting?
Halfway.
The real
Where he
question you should
Where
ask
on the map?
is
like, ping it?
is
Where
the
he
gold
currently is.
floating, or is the silver piece he threw floating too?
Oh yeah, is it?
Okay. So you're going to use your action to observe if the silver piece.
Oh, don't do that.
No, okay, I'm not gonna do that. Where on the map did he start floating from? Like, what seemed to be
Halfway,
the
right
trigger?
there.
About halfway. It's a little fuzzy to figure out exactly when, because he was running really, really fast, and then all of a sudden he seemed to lose his step, and then he started just going up instead of forward.
Alright, so I have exactly until next turn to save him because it was 12 feet.
At this point, it's too early for you to be able to calculate how long you have.
Oh, okay, true. Okay, Vash, do you have rope?
Whoa,
I have-
are you using your your action to ask him a question?
Come on, Adelard, quick thinking.
All right, do I have
dead.
anything here?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Rope.
I don't think there's
Possible
anything to
rope.
even grab onto.
The copper rods.
Oh, well, it was nice knowing you, Code.
Yeah, it was a good game, guys.
All right, so Adelard, you are welcome to do anything with your 6 seconds. Just realize, because time is an issue, I can't have a huge, coordination planning or certain details. In some ways, you're caught off guard
Okay.
with this, and you got to use some of your time to acquire information. If you want information, you can attempt without that information. I am trying to give you time to think.
Okay. Can I see what triggered this? Unfortunately, I am gonna have to spend my turn on this, but can I see what triggered it? Like,
Sure.
what caused him to start
I'll let
floating?
you
If
do,
there's anything
please do a
visible.
perception check. And this perception check
All
will
right.
give you a variety of information from this hallway.
Oh,
All right.
big check
Okay,
here.
that's not great, but I do have another D. I do have a D4 to add. So that's 13.
Ooh.
All right. You don't see exactly what triggered it, but you're pretty certain it's somewhere in this little 5-foot block of space. Whatever was triggered was kind of in here. While you're looking at it, because this is roughly where your silver coin landed, you can see your silver coin is also rising off the ground there as well. You do see him going up at a not fast rate. Something that you'll eventually figure out is about a foot a second. So it's not like he's going to get electrocuted before you can do anything. You do see you have enough time to try something in the future. Okay? Anything to do with
All right.
bonus?
What bonus actions do I have? What does this do? No, that's not going to do anything here. And that might not do anything either.
If I'm starting to
I'm
float,
trying.
if I'm
All
starting to
right.
float, does that make me weightless?
Right.
Good
So since it
question.
was about there,
Good question.
okay,
all right.
so I'm
Adelard
going
looks
to
like you.
move carefully and move here.
Okay. As soon as you get to about here, you feel you losing touch with the floor and starting to go up yourself.
Can I quickly step back then?
Your feet are not on the floor.
Can I? Okay.
Reach back or something.
The door frame.
I
Yeah.
imagine that would take an action, but yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
gonna do.
to be honest,
he's-
you have not interacted with anything, and you get a free interaction when you move. Therefore, you can't feel like
Can I
you're
grab
losing
onto the
weight
door?
and try to attempt to grab onto the door.
Okay.
Okay, so you're
I wanna-
holding.
Yeah.
You are now holding on to the door. I will let you do a athletics or acrobatics check to see if you can pull yourself back through the doorway with that action.
All right.
Whichever is better for you.
Here's to a good roll. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right.
It's nice knowing you too.
So I'm going to let you know you did not fumble. Therefore, you still have a hold of the door, but you are slowly rising up, and you're holding onto the door to ground yourself, as opposed to being able to pull yourself in for the rest of this turn. Next turn, you're going to have to make an effort to get back into the first hallway, or do some position. All right, Vash, it is your turn.
Am I weightless or not? I didn't get the answer, or at least I didn't hear it.
It really depends on your definition of weightless. What are you trying to do? I mean, you still have weight, but your weight is apparently not being held down by gravity. So, like I
I
said,
want to do something really cool, but I don't think you're gonna let me do this.
I like really
I
cool.
love this. Do it.
Your
Rule-
I
sales-
want to
Rule of
Cast.
cool is a thing.
Yeah.
I want to cast Mage Hand and slap myself across the room.
Yes.
All right. Please bring. Can you load Mage Hand into the chat window?
I think my hand can only exert like 20 pounds of force or something small like that. So it's
He's
gonna
technically weightless since no gravity is on him.
Is he weightless or is he falling up?
It sounded like he's weightless, is the way that Charles described it.
It sounds like an anti-gravity chamber to me.
Yeah. Which you can only have weight with gravity, so
So you
he's
can use the
he's
hand to
weightless.
manipulate an
Part of
object.
the equation.
Yeah. So even with like 20 pounds of force, that's still enough to move him.
Okay. Your hand cannot attack, so it can't slap you down. It can't carry you more than 10 pounds. I'm going to say, for the sake of that rule, it is capable of pulling you because it It's
Or push him.
you're essentially you're up off the ground and no, actually, damn it,
You
I
can
really
manipulate objects with it. You can open, unlock
I'm
doors,
gonna
open and
try
close
to make
doors.
this happen. I'm gonna try and let you do that because I like cool. You know, main object.
Yeah, you can open and close doors with it as long as they're unlocked. So you can push and pull with the hand.
Right. No, he can totally do that. So I'm going to go ahead and say that you can have the hand attempt to push you any direction you want, and it's just a question of does it have the ability to travel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can move
So
the
you can
hand
move
up
the
to
hand up
30
to 30
feet
feet.
each time you use it.
Okay. Okay.
Go
So
code.
so it takes how long to cast it? One action.
One
So you use
Action.
your action to cast this spectral hand, and then I imagine you get to use it when it first comes in. So what are you having your hand do?
Well, you said I can't slap me because it's an attack technically, but can
Correct.
I grab me and bring it across? 30
Yeah,
I'm
you
feet?
can push or pull, is what he said. I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can do you can attempt to do a push or pull, and whichever one of those actions, which direction is the other thing I need to know.
I'm gonna push myself, even like how I was dashing across. I'm gonna push myself the rest of the way now.
Okay. So you cast it. I'm going to say it doesn't move 30 feet because it's no. The 30 feet would not be about being encumbered. All right, you managed to get to the end.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we could take out some math
Don't worry, I
equations
might
here and
still
figure
fail
out
as well.
how far he should really go.
Are you gonna make me get up my old physics textbooks?
Yeah, let's do
Yes.
this, everyone.
You gonna take me
Yes.
back to like first year physics?
All right.
That would be
Hang on a second. Let me expose just a little bit more of what's going on here.
My favorite part about this is Vash was looking like the one was about to die, and now I'm more worried about Adelard.
All right. You are now in this kind of triangle-shaped room. There's a door on the end, and the room is empty. Your turn is done. Okay, Adelard, it is your turn. You are very focused on trying to hold on to this doorknob. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to pull myself back into the hallway. I guess. I
Or
don't have anything.
acrobatics, whichever is your better skill.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything else that can really do things here, other than trying to hope I don't roll bad, which is an unfortunate part of playing this game sometimes. So sometimes all you can do is bet on the dice. Well, what is my? Yeah, okay, definitely athletics. All right, come on. Okay, that's good.
Very good.
All right. You easily, with a second chug, you're finding yourself that your waist and feet have actually gotten about the same height of your height, but you pull yourself on the door jamb enough that you push yourself through the doorway. The second you get through the doorway, you take a tumble into the ground as gravity seems to reimpose itself on you.
All right,
Okay, and at this
and
point,
I guess now I can see that Vash got across, and
well, this is where you would use the rest of your action to stand up, and you, depending on what Vash exactly did, you can see he's there. But the fact is we don't need to worry about combat tracking anymore. because both of you are outside the levitate the zone.
Oh, so Vash isn't floating anymore?
All right. Meanwhile,
I don't know. I
over
let
at
out
the
a
staircase,
leaf.
that carpet looks a bit sticky there. What should we do?
So
Electro
here's
chamber and sticky carpet.
here's my thought, Eddie, is that there's a couple potential things that maybe like it's one of those things where you go up the stairway and then you go part way up and then the stairs becomes like a slide or something like that. But maybe there's like a good spot or maybe it's something else.
I want to figure out how sticky that is.
How sticky
Let's
is
throw her.
it? Oh,
We'll throw her together.
I'm gonna grab one of my daggers and kind of lay it like blade down on the stickiness and see if I can pull it back up. If it's just kind of tacky or if it's like stuck and never getting it back stuck.
It is it sticks to it.
Can I pull it back up?
Yeah, make a strength check.
yeah, this is how it's gonna go. Yeah.
So it's not a strength save; it's just a strength check.
Nope.
What'd you get?
A 10.
Huh. You
Okay.
can't pull it off.
I'll help her try to pull it up so she can get advantage on the check.
Okay.
That'll be another turn, or do I get to do that again right now?
I'll let you do it a second round. So that previous one was now done at advantage.
Okay, so roll 2 more dice now?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Let's go, so with the strength, at advantage. Roll. There we go.
1, 2.
It is still stuck. You feel your muscles in total just rip roaring.
All right, so I am down
But
a
it
dagger.
Okay, don't stand
Okay.
on the sticky stuff.
Oh,
Alright.
is the rug coming up at all whenever we're doing this?
No.
Oh, okay. It's got sticky stuff on the bottom. Back to the stairs.
Okay. I will remove a dagger from my inventory.
Bye, dagger.
That's why I used a dagger.
Instead of you?
Yep.
Good plan.
Well, I use silver coins instead of gold.
So let's not go this way.
I'm kind of not convinced a lot of the other ways are significantly better.
Oh, we got a regular.
Well, we don't know what's happening on the other side. We're
Yeah.
upstairs, so we can just go down the hallway instead. Or try the
Now-
double doors.
I did mention that when you're looking at it at the downstairs section is just like this 3 down of the right.
He's
You're
breaking
cutting
up.
out.
Yeah.
You're cutting out, so I didn't hear any of that.
Yeah.
The sticky is not all the way across the carpet.
It's only
just,
on the outside.
No, it's just
Or, I mean
center,
the inside, sorry.
just the center strip, about 3 foot wide out of the 8-foot passage.
Yeah, but then we got to make like an acrobatics or athletics check on to walk on the edge of it so we don't fall in the sticky stuff.
No, the space does not look like it particularly neat.
tight.
It's not tight. It's if you had to do something while walking up the steps, you might need to do something. But as far as just walking up the steps, it's like
Hey,
walking
Eddie,
up.
I think you
arcade.
should go up the outside of the steps in case you need to jump on the wall.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's probably the smartest way to do it, huh?
Yeah.
Wonder if I can tie a rope. Get you guys. Okay, yeah. Let's just go walk on the edge along the other side.
Okay, you get to the top just fine.
And it's on both sides, right? Or like the
It
not
looks
sticky.
clear on both sides. It's just a strip down the center that is sticky.
All right, so I'll climb up the other edge as well.
Watch
Okay.
out for that sticky icky.
We're live, Moki.
All right, I will come on up.
So we'll find you another dagger.
I still have one.
Okay. When you get to the top, you can see that the carpet ends at the top of the stairs. It returns back to a normal wood flooring, not like the blue cobbled outside. This is just a regular wood flooring. It turns, and you see a set of steps that goes down.
There's no
Are they
carpet or
carpeted?
anything on this one.
No carpet on those. All right.
But you'll get
And-
splinters.
We pause there and we head on over. Bash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go over to this door and open it and get into more trouble.
Well, as it is 7:26, I think opening that door is a good thing to do. Good thing to do next session.
Okay.
Adelard, you see Vash kind of walk away into a space which you can't make into. But he's on the other side of the electricity just fine. What do you do?
Can I step like right here so I can see him better? Just not much I can do, but
Okay, so you come on over
If
here.
something
You enter
happens,
into this bit. You can, let's see, ruler. Boom. You would be able to see him if he was here, which I'm going to say he's going to have to be there in order to open up the door because that's the side the doorknob's on. So eventually you can see him over there,
All
and
right.
there's a doorway at the far end that he is planning to open. And you over here, Moki, hanging out at the top of the steps, or are you following them over?
I will follow them over.
Okay, well, let's grab my polygon tool. And actually, no, let's grab this one. Okay, so and now grab my polygon tool. You can see the steps. They are normal steps down. If you were to travel down to the bottom of the steps, you see it does a hairpin turn and ends at a door. And we will go ahead and put the end of the session right here.
Ooh.
Who says split the party is a bad idea?
Well, you gotta slap yourself with a hand.
Hey, you did not slap yourself with the hand. You pulled yourself.
I pulled
Mage 10 lasts for a minute, so you still have it available too. For a few more rounds. A couple more rounds, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, use that hand to open that door.
Yeah, open that door as long as it's unlocked and get out of the way. Yeah.
Wait for it to explode or something.
It's gonna turn into a mimic.
Mimic door.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man, awesome. Well, thanks everyone for sticking around for our 10th session here. Next week we'll probably get back to it again and see what's beyond these twisted horror maze of death.
Magic Funhouse.
It's just a
Magic
simple
Funhouse.
alley.
Yeah, it's just a normal place that normal people go to. Anyway, so one thing I want to mention real quick, though, is I announced this today, and I'll say it here as well, is on November 6th, which is a Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Daylight Savings Time. I will actually wait a second. I gotta double check that because I think maybe the time changes by then. Anyway, whatever normal time it is at 10 in my time zone, I will be doing a live stream event for Extra Life, which is a charity event that is based around playing games, tabletop
Very cool.
games, video games, whatever you want to do. But the point of it is to raise money for children's hospitals, and it's always based in like whatever area is close to the person that like sets it up. So for me, it's a hospital in Fort Worth, Texas, called Cook Cook Cook. I don't want to screw up the name because I know it's gonna sound bad because I thought it earlier. It's like Cook's Children's Hospital or something like that. But anyway, so I'll be doing that for, I'm not exactly sure on the timing yet, maybe 4 to 6 hours or so, playing Arena the Contest. And so yeah, come out and join me, play some games, donate if you can, it'd be appreciated. I got a pretty small goal, only $100, but we'll see how it goes. But,
All right.
yeah, anyway, so you should be able to find that. I'll post the link in the description, and for a lot of you guys that follow my channels already, you probably see me posted in Discord and Facebook and everything else. So anyway, so that is it for tonight. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. And thanks, Charles. Thanks, everyone else, for playing.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Another great game night.
And we'll see you at the next one.